my dear kindergartners, how are you? Oh, I love those projects you're sending here for me to see it. I really love it. And that last one we did at the overlapping, it was very cool. I love how you're working very hard to get that color there. Because you know, one of the skills that we have to develop as artists is to put the color in the right place, okay? Going off a little bit, it's okay, but we have to try to put the color where we really want it. And one of the secrets is just what you've been doing, is a short stroke. Remember, you don't go like this, not like Jackson Pollock. Only when you're doing Jackson Pollock, you have to use a short, nice, short, sturdy stroke, okay? And we're gonna talk a little bit about that in our project today. So, do you remember the overlapping? When one thing is in front of the other, or one thing is behind the other. The way you did those shapes are pretty cool. So now, you're starting to realize how shape and line are very, very important for us. And so is color. Of course, can you imagine we artists without shape, color, and line? We could not do anything, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to use those three skills: shape, line, and color. And we're going to draw something, and we're going to use a little bit of overlapping, okay? But this time we're going to create something. So have you ever drawn fish before? So I'm going to show you one way to draw fish, okay? Just remember that. When I show you something, there are many different ways to draw. I'm just showing you one way to draw, because then from there, you can pick up your own and do whatever you want, okay? So I'm going to show you one way, okay, to draw a fish. So I'm going to show you right here, and then later on, we're going to move to the paper, okay? So this is one way to draw a fish. Look. If I make a smile, see? I make a smile, right? Doesn't look like a smile. And then I make a frown. Okay? Now, I have to put a triangle here, a shape. Now, the trick is this. Look, I make a little dot. See? And then I go like that. Look, I go up, and then I go down, and I go back to that dot. Okay? Did you see that? That kind of looked like a fish, right? I put one eye, I put a mouth, I put a gill, and I put an extra one. See? All right, now, you see that? I'm going to do it again for you, okay? So, let's go. Smile, a frown. Put a little dot, see? Then I go up, I go down, I go back to the dot. See? That's a triangle, line and shape, okay? Then I put one eye. Now, I put the mouth here. Gill and another flat. Now, do you see where I start the mouth? Now, that's something that we're going to talk a little bit about. So we call that profile. See? So profile, that means I make my mouth like this. I don't make my mouth like that. Look. You know why I don't make my mouth like that? Because look at me, look. When I am looking at you, you can see my mouth. Now, when I turn, see, and I'm looking this way, you see half of my mouth. That's what we call a profile, is when you look at something sideways. See, so my mouth's still here, right? It didn't go anywhere. But now, you only see a line. That's why we cannot do that. So we have to make the mouth, come on mouth, we have to make the mouth like this. Look, starting here, going there, okay? So that's what I call a profile, all right? Okay, now I wanted to pretend that my fish is hidden. Yeah, my fish is hidden. My fish is in the bottom of the sea, and I have some seaweed in there, okay? All right? So check it out, Okay, check it out. How I make the line for the seaweed? So I'm gonna do another one. Look, I have a line go up, and then I come down with the line. Okay, now I'm gonna pretend this is the bottom of the sea. So I'm gonna put a line here. Look. Now, Mr. Souza, how you gonna hide that fish in there? Okay? Now, that's when overlapping comes. Okay? So pay attention to that. Look. Do you remember how to make the fish? Okay, look. Hey, not that color, Mr. Souza. Smile, frown, little dot, up, down, back there. Eye, mouth, gill, another one. Okay, now I'm gonna hide that fish. Look. Look at that. Did you see? That fish is hiding behind the seaweed. That's what I wanted to do. So that's overlapping. It's the same thing I did with the shape. So my fish is behind the seaweed. Right? So what about if I wanted to have my fish in front of the seaweed? Mr. Souza, can you do that? Of course you can. You have to overlap. So, look. I go. I stop at the fish. I skip the fish. I go here. Stop at the fish. See that? Now my fish is in front of the seaweed. That's overlapping. So I'm going to move you to the table so you can see how we can do that with crayons and pencils, okay? Because if I remember, you don't have one of those there at your house, right? This only we have in the school. So we're going to draw in a paper. All right? Let's go. So this is what I'm going to do. Look. I am going to draw the fish again so you remember the fish, okay? Smile. A frown, okay? A dot. Up, down, back to where it started. Eye. Mouth. Remember the mouth, it starts here. Gill. And another one little fly. Okay, there you go. Now, I'm going to overlap. So, I'm going to hide the fish behind the seaweed. Go up with the line. Remember the wavy line? Go down with the line. Go up with the line. Go down with the line. Go up with the line. Go down with the line. Okay, now, I have to hide a fish in there, Mr. Souza. So, look what I'm going to do. You remember how I made the fish? So, I'm not going to make the whole fish. I'm going to make just part of it. Look. Right? Right? Woo! Oh, wait a minute. That fish is pretty big, Mr. Souza. See that? Right? So, what about if I wanted to hide another one here, Mr. Souza? Can I? Yes, of course, look. Right? What about I'm gonna make some more. Look, the seaweed here. Oh, Mr. Souza, what about if there is one in the front here? Now, remember how I do? So, up, down, back, little dot, open the mouth, okay, and put a gill in there. Right? Now, do you see that? Now, what I'm going to have to do here, I'm going to have to erase this little line. Look. See here? Okay. Here we go. Now, let's color. That's all I have to do. Okay? Let's color it up. So, I guess I'm going to make my seaweed green, right? Do you like that? So, green would work? Okay, so let's talk. Okay, so you got it? So, here, look. See? So, I overlapped, right? I hit the fish here, hit another one in there. I hit this one, right? And then this one here, look. I overlapped, right? So, that's the way to do it, okay? Now, why don't you try some at home, okay? You can make your fish any way you want it. Just remember, right? The detail that I told you about the mouth if you're drawing in profile, okay? And you can add more things, you know. I could overlap a crab, I could overlap a rock, I could, you know, put a fish behind a rock, okay? I could put a mermaid behind the seaweed or behind a rock. So, you're the artist, you do it, and then you show me, and we'll see, we'll talk about it, all right? Okay? And I have a nice surprise for you coming your way, okay? I'm not going to tell you now, but the PTO is preparing something, okay, with the Hillside School to send it home, but I'm not going to say what is it, okay? All right? So remember, coloring with those nice short strokes, okay? Try to keep it short. Remember, if it gets a little off the line, no big deal. But as an artist, we have to improve. And the best way to improve is to calm down and take your time and concentrate. Say, oh, that stroke was a little too long, so next is shorter. All right? Kindergartners, I talked to you, okay? And send me a picture of your overlapping fish at the bottom of the sea. Oh, bloop, 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 bloop. Bye, kindergartners. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.